Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Housewife Historian here to talk the Real Housewives. I have a lot to talk to you guys about today. This specific video is going to be a little bit about the Beverly Hills ladies, Kathy Hilton, Teddi Mellencamp, actually confirming everything that I've told you guys about the Kathy situation, the details, the circumstances, what led to the breakdown, etc., etc. It will be the only time I will ever agree with Teddi Mellencamp. And then I just have a lot of different kind of popcorns that I would like to talk about. Lori Peterson's son, and maybe a little bit on Salt Lake City, but I'll probably do 2 videos. So before we get started, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Definitely trying to grow my channel. The likes help my videos so much. And then, of course, put your notifications on so you guys can stay up to date with what's going on. We're going to be transitioning from Beverly Hills to Salt Lake City. We just wrapped up Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you guys are going to want to be up to speed. The girls are probably going to come out strong. It definitely looks like Salt Lake City is. So, and I will be covering Salt Lake City. Okay, guys. So first of all, I have to find this account because I want to give them credit. Anyways, let's talk about Kathy Hilton. Did you guys see what she posted on her Instagram? I can repost it on my Instagram if you guys would like. It was posted on her story. It was a photo of Kyle and Lisa Rinna in Aspen the day after this alleged incident took place, okay? They're outside, it's cold, they're in their coats and hats and stuff, and the caption read, "You better believe we're going to talk about it." The day after Kathy had the meltdown. So Kathy, somebody had, posted it and made like a comment about Kyle and how Kyle and Lisa are kind of the mean girls here making this post about Kathy, and Kathy actually shared it on her story as well. So anyways, Teddi was on her podcast with Tamra, and well, actually Teddi disclosed this last week, but she got a lot of hate for it. So she talked about it with Tamra because Tamra claims that the hateful Twitter comments she gets are actually trickled down from Teddi's people that hate Teddi are like hating Tamra too, is what Tamra says. Anyways, Teddi is really ballsy. She's talking about a tequila tasting that she did in Las Vegas, but most importantly, she's talking about the fact that Kathy did not have a meltdown about a Congo line. She didn't have a meltdown about her suitcase getting lost. She didn't have a meltdown because she was jet lagged. Maybe a combination of different things, medications, altitudes, alcohol, the time zone, different things like that could have definitely contributed to her mood. But it was not about the Congo line, guys. I told you guys this. I have been saying this since day one. Go back in my videos. She was mad because she wanted the DJ to play Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. And I'm going to run you guys through this really quickly. If you guys follow me, then you've heard this before. But for anyone new, Kathy and Michael Jackson allegedly had a very special friendship and bond. That's why both of their oldest daughters go by the name of Paris, because they had a bond between Kathy and Michael and one of the Braxton sisters. They would all name their oldest daughter Paris. She claimed to have been very good friends with Michael. There was even a weird photo of them like posing naked, like you can't see them, but they're naked. And there's a photo of him hanging up in the back. It's just anyways, she loves Michael Jackson, right? And I told you guys in not the last episode, but the episode before that, when they were like drinking, Kathy Hilton was trying to get Kyle to do, the moonwalk. She was like, "Kyle, do the moonwalk." And then everything broke out with Erica. Excuse me. So we didn't hear any more about it. But that to me, already in my head was like, she's got Michael Jackson on her mind because she's trying to get Kyle to do the moonwalk, right? So what is the probability that the next night they go out, they don't have cameras, they're at this really high-end, expensive, place, and they're allegedly not getting, Kathy wasn't getting the kind of service that she is either used to getting, or that she felt like she should have been getting from the server. that is allegedly because of the fact that Kathy wasn't going up to the DJ herself. Kathy Hilton does it. I guess he was surrounded by plexiglass anyways because of COVID. But I don't see Kathy Hilton walking up to the DJ, like knocking on the glass and yelling, "Can you play Billie Jean by Michael Jackson? We were great friends." I mean, she's going to send her server up there. She's going to send their bartender, whoever's waiting on them. And if you guys watch TikTok, there's some of these people that wait on famous people all the time in restaurants, like down in Florida and Miami, New York City, LA. They do TikToks and they talk about, how they wait on famous people all the time and who is like the nicer end of the famous people and who is not on the nicer end of the famous people, right? Kathy Hilton didn't feel like her server was doing an adequate job about getting her music request to the DJ. Thus, he had already went and told the DJ once, allegedly. But again, Kathy was being persistent with the waiter. And that's when the waiter said something along the lines like, "I don't know, you're not in Beverly Hills. Like, we don't care who you are. We wait on famous people all the time. Like, you're nobody special in here." And that's when this altercation took place. And allegedly, when the slur was not towards the actual DJ, it was actually towards the server serving them. Okay, and this is why Andy Cohen, he commented on this and he said there's no filming in the club, and he's 1,000% right. This is like a really, really high end restaurant in Aspen. You can check out their Instagram account. It's not a nightclub like the ladies were saying that it was. I don't know why they kept calling it a nightclub. It's like a high-end bar, but I think that they have to sort of like guarantee their people a sort of anonymity for rich people, private rich people to go there and be themselves and drink and cut loose and have fun. They have to know that they're in a safe place, that if something does happen, that it's not going to get, spread all throughout the press, right? So if something did happen with Kathy Hilton, they're not going to want to put that out there to everyone else. This isn't your regular restaurant. This isn't Perkins, Red Lobster, Olive Garden. Like, if it was, we would know everything that happened, right? Did Kathy pay these people off? I'm sure that somebody did. I'm sure they got cease and desist. Maybe they got a check with their cease and desist letter. I don't know. But I'm sure it wasn't free. Regardless, Kathy, if she didn't have a team to come clean up her shit, she surely does now. And it's probably handpicked by Paris. I'm not saying that's even a bad thing. I'm saying that's like, be glad you have enough money. Get the right people to get everything together for you. Okay? Like, Diana got crazy money too. But Diana, she didn't know how to make her moves right because she's, making moves in other ways. So Kathy is, worried about her. I don't think Kathy has to make the sort of decisions about the well-being of people like, the other one does. She doesn't have this sort of, if you're running a foundation. I don't know. I'm just saying Kathy has a less, she's more concentrated on her image and what is transpiring. So it would make sense that there be some sort of a team put together to clean up, be on the defense, be on the, be really trying to be on her side. Because Kathy, all those ladies have a camp. All of them have in LA, like, usually they don't take their husbands and wives. They take their publicist. They take their PR person. They take somebody in the biz. Like, it's not always... And I mean, that's just how it is in LA a lot of the times. And we just don't necessarily see that when they're filming, but that's a lot of the time. Okay. And, I just think that Kathy came in this, she didn't have a cleanup team. She wasn't prepared. At least she did it where there weren't cameras, because I do believe that inside that bar, there probably are not cameras, that they wouldn't have allowed Bravo. But my thing is why is Bravo allowing them to go there and drink and hang out? I mean, was shooting wrapped for the day? Like, doesn't that seem a little unfair that you guys are going to quit shooting, but they're going to go out and you guys just aren't going to film anymore? That kind of seems shitty. Like, doesn't it? For viewers, like, if you guys are supposed to, be on this reality show together, like, and this is what you guys are really doing, like, I don't know, can you guys find a place where we can film? Or we'll be out here waiting for you guys to come out. Like, obviously, nobody in production was going to be able to go there, so production probably headed home. But again, do we not have cameras in the Sprinter vans either? I think that I don't have an opinion on it, but if I had to say, I have heard that, you know, everyone was served cease and desist in this situation dealing with Kathy. That's the reason that they did the reunion before they aired the last 3 to 4 episodes. So I don't think maybe they're allowed to say a lot. I mean, I don't think Andy Cohen would say a lot even if he was allowed to. I'm just saying that even more so if there's like all these cease and desists. And I just want to like make note that it should be in their contract that just like they can't sue each other, they shouldn't be able to put cease and desist on each other either. Like, didn't Bravo learn anything from Denise Richards? Because basically what they are creating is a Housewives franchise that as soon as something happens, you say or do that you don't like, all you have to do to prevent that from ever seeing the light of day is basically send the cast, production, the press, the castmates, and Andy Cohen a cease and desist. And they can go about your day. I mean, that's pretty much what we've seen happen here. We've seen it. Denise, though, was dealing with a minor. So, I mean, I'm not shading Denise at all. Trust me. I'm just saying her was with a minor. So, anyways, just wild. It's really just wild. It seems like people are either Team Kathy or they are not. And I see more Team Kathy than I see Kyle. But that's just my opinion. If you guys noticed, I felt like there was a little bit of a war between Lisa and Kathy because Paris walked Versace. And I think Lisa Rinna's daughter walked another show. I can't remember. It was some famous designer. And then I think she did walk for Versace, but it was like in a line of women. And when Paris did it, you know, it was just like Paris closing the show, basically. So, Lisa Rinna is definitely, again, corresponding with Kathy through their IG stories, kind of competing with each other. Lisa Rinna is, here's another thing, guys. This is, if you guys... I don't know if you guys follow the Kardashians. Every time I do stories on the Kardashians, no one really seems interested. So if you guys are interested in the Kardashians, that would be great if you guys let me know. But basically, you know, Kanye, somehow something happened that he reposted something of Lisa Rinna. It was a picture of her in Versace. And she was standing up against their old refrigerator in their house with the same floor and the same rug in the kitchen. You guys would definitely recognize it. Anyways, he reposted that photo. So Lisa is like feeling herself. So now she's been posting all this stuff for Kanye, right? But it's just funny to me because there's so much beef going on right now between Kanye and the Kardashians. And Lisa is sort of calling Kathy out, saying she's a racist, saying these things about her, right? And we know that Kathy and Kris Jenner are besties. They've been besties since way back. They've been besties since they were walking Paris and Kim in their strollers and going to visit Nicole Brown Simpson before she was murdered. They were besties, okay? So is Kanye, in a way, like making a, like, kind of, I don't know, like starting shit a little bit, like by doing that, like showing, because if you're taking Kathy on, then you're probably taking Kris Jenner on too. I mean, if Kris is, who's Kris gonna pick? Lisa? She's not gonna pick Lisa. She's not gonna pick Kyle. She's gonna pick Kathy. She probably got Kathy her people to clean up all of this mess. I'm sure of it. But anyways, so Kanye posted Lisa Rinna, and now she's like really feeling herself. So she's really been sharing a lot of his Instagram posts as well. And then, guys, what else I wanted to say was I want to go back to the Billie Jean is not my lover, back to Kathy making the request to the server. this is the only time like I will really probably agree with Teddy Mellencamp 1,000%. Is she's 1,000% right? That is what happened. Again, she said she's friends with the cast. She knows people from production. She did, the series for 3 or 4 years. Like, she knows people, so it would make sense that she would know that, and I do agree with that. She goes on to talk to Tamara about how she does a tequila tasting in Las Vegas. And guess what and they were blindfolded, and guess what her favorite tequila was? Anyone? Casa de Sol. Yes, that was their favorite tequila. And she said, you know what? That's Eva Longoria's tequila. So I don't know if Kathy just bought shares in it, like she owns some of it, but it's 1,000% guarantee it's Eva Longoria's. And I know that because I posted about the tequila and all I did was hashtag it. I didn't tag her and she reposted it. So 1,000% guarantee Casa de Sol is made by Eva Longoria, and that Kathy just must have bought some of it. That's what she said, guys. Don't get upset with me. I'm just saying that's what she said. Also, this is a little bit lighter though. There is an account on Instagram and they expose people, housewives smoking cigarettes. And I just find it's just a little fun because of the fact that these women act so prim and proper all the time when we see them on the show. I mean, Dorit wouldn't even drink out of a proper champagne glass. And we have several photos of her, smoking. And the last one that this account, I'm going to have to put the account in the notes because I don't have it. I thought I shared it, but I don't see it. Anyways, it's so funny because they found a pack of cigarettes in somebody's purse. Somebody's purse from Beverly Hills. One of the ladies from Beverly Hills had a pack of Marlboro Reds. Old school white lady with those Marlboro Reds. My mom used to smoke Marlboro Reds, so don't get upset with me, guys. I'm just saying. And anyways, they were found in the purse of Miss Catherine. Kathy. Don't come for me. Pack of Marlboro Reds were floating around in her purse in a couple of these photographs. And so the person that she, stalks them to find cigarettes somehow, the account is Real Housewives Smoking. Okay. And if you guys want to check it out, it's on my Instagram, HW Historian. It's on my story. The account is Real Housewives Smoking. And she did not tag Catherine because she didn't want it to get taken down or anything. There's been some commotion on Instagram, a couple of remarks and some accounts really going hard for Kathy. Too hard almost. I don't know. A little strange. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you guys think about what's going on in Beverly Hills. Do you think that we're going to get much of a reunion? I just don't see it happening, especially since they didn't even get the last 4 episodes. They didn't get to see them. So it's just like, what is a reunion going to be about? Is it going to be like a 2-part reunion? I mean, let's not forget, guys, when something like this happened in New York City, the Real Housewives in New York, we didn't even get a reunion at all. Okay, so we get a reunion. I'm actually going to be surprised because at this point I'm thinking we may not even get a reunion. As soon as it was started to be about race, I felt like in New York City, they pulled the plug on it. Of course, Beverly Hills has amazing, viewer counts right now. They're getting the numbers. So I don't think Bravo would necessarily do that. New York, unfortunately, was not getting the numbers at that time. But Bravo is they have a lot going on their plate with these people that are, Jen Shaw, she changed her plea. So, basically admitting to some guilt doesn't make Bravo look good. Jenny, we know, all the racist things that she had retweeted, and Bravo waited a week to do anything until we were so appalled that they finally got rid of her. Nene filed a lawsuit, claiming racist work environment. There were people validating that. So it's like Bravo is really just they got to get some better people. They got to get some better housewives. They got to do better. They got to vet these people better. They just need to hire me. I don't know. Hire me and my team of Bravo housewives, private investigators. We could make it happen. So, but just saying, like, I think that they're taking a lot of heat from a lot of different directions from a lot of franchises right now. And so if they can kind of keep, if Lisa's trying to keep, if Kathy's trying to keep it under wraps and she's paying big money to make that happen, Bravo's like, you know what, Kathy, you go on and take care of that. And you know what, we're not gonna see no evil, hear no evil. We're just gonna turn a blind eye. You go ahead and pay off, take care of all the restaurant people, write checks. Sutton, you take care of your assistant. Run him some money for what happened. And like, I just feel like if Bravo has the comfort of knowing that Kathy Hilton is lying, then they're going to be more comfortable backing Kathy Hilton as well, because there's no chance of one of them, of Kathy switching ships and saying, oh no, Bravo made me do this. That wouldn't happen, because again, Kathy's team is probably all over this. So Bravo feels safe lying for Kathy, because they know Kathy is not going to ever come out and say what really happened. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. Let me know again if you think that Kathy has said these things. What is your opinion and your view of Kathy and Kyle's relationship? So don't forget, guys, hit that like button. It helps my videos. Subscribe to my channel and turn those notifications on.